in LPC 214. Okay. So out of that, we have seen there's some of the function, that is LPC 2148 is a 64 pin IC. Okay. मी तो IC पण दाखवला, I think you to you people. Okay. So this is the IC that of LPC 2148. So here each pin is of 16 each side having a 16 pins. So total 64 pins are there. Okay. And there are two ports that also I have explained. Okay. So it having two port 0 and port 1, P0.0 to P0.31. Port 1 is also P1.16 to P1.31. Okay. So basically it is also from P1.0 to P1.31, but out of 32 pins input output. But from port 0 you have all 32 pins from P0.0 to P0.31. All pins can be used as a general purpose input output. So total 48 pins are available to connect different. Here I have shown, that is you can connect different input devices, or you can connect the different output devices. Okay. So input devices are nothing but the switches, your different analog digital sensors, keypad. Okay. Output devices such as LEDs, indicator. Then you have 7-segment LCD. You have the AC motor, DC motor, stepper motor. Then GSM, GPS modules, Wi-Fi modules, or maybe the ZigBee modules. All these are the output devices. So such a 48 pins are available to connect different input devices as well as output devices. Then I have explained how to program these GPIO port pins. Okay, so to control the GPIO pins, you have 4 registers. Okay, called as IO pin, IO set, IO direction, IO clear. Can anybody tell me what is the role of IO set register? कशासाठी वापरतात IO set? काळे घोगरे आहेत का?
ये रेडिओ ऑन करण्यासाठी.
ओके, ऑन करण्यासाठी ठीक आहे, बट द बेसिक एम इज टू पुट द you have to write 1 on the port pins. Okay, so just see IO set register is used to write once, okay, which produces high at the corresponding port pin. म्हणजे तुमची एखादी पोर्ट पिन असेल, okay, maybe let P 0.0, okay, मी जे लेक्चर नव्हते for those people. Let you have port P 0.0, so I can make this port pin 1, okay, by using this IO set register. So IO set register will produce 1 at the port pins. Okay. Similarly, you have another register called as IO CLR, that is input output clear register. So this register is, I have shown P0.0 pin. So you can produce 0 at this pin. Okay. म्हणजे या पिन्स वरती तुम्ही 0 प्रोड्यूस करू शकता by using IO clear register. And I have taken simple example of turning LED on and off. So if I have to turn my LED on, I have to let's see, if I use this common cathode type of configuration. Okay, this is LED, not a diode. Okay, so if I have to turn on this LED, then I have to put VCC at anode and ground at the cathode. So that's why I require IO set register that will produce 1 and that will turn on your LED. Okay. So IO set register is not used to turn on the LED, but rather than IO set register is used to produce 1 at that port pin. Remember this one. I have just taken the example of LED. Okay. Since this LED is connected in common cathode configuration. Okay. हा जो कॉमन एनोड मध्ये असता तर काय झालं असतं, उलटा झाला असता. ओके, सो युअर this will be this side. Okay, that means I have given the VCC. Okay, just see difference between common anode and common cathode. So this is the LED, and now this pin is given to P0.0. Okay. Now if I put one at this cathode, this is cathode, okay, and this is anode. Now can anybody tell me, if I put one at this port pin, what will happen? Whether the LED will turn on or turn off? Simple question, common question.
टर्न ऑन.
Hello, कोण आहे?
सर ऑन होणार वन
ऑन होईल का?
पिक्चर.
हा, अजून कोणाचं आहे? याच्या आधी कोणीतरी म्हटलं होतं काहीतरी, कोण कोण?
ओमकार आहे सर.
प्रथमेश होता काय? ओंकार. हा, ओंकार काय होईल इथं? एलईडी ऑन होईल का ऑफ होईल?
ऑन होईल.
काय होईल?
ऑन होईल.
ऑन होईल.
हो.
सर
हा, आता बघा. हा,
सर पोर्ट
बोला, अजून
कोण
कोणाचं आहे का काय डिफरंट?
हॅलो सर.
हे बघा, एकदम सिंपल मी सर्किट जोडलेलं आहे बघा. आय हॅव कनेक्टेड ए व्हेरी सिंपल सर्किट. बघा, मी परत एकदा दाखवतो तुम्हाला. दिस इज ओके. आय हॅव व्हेरी बॅड ड्रॉइंग. Okay, so this is my diode. Okay. Sorry, not diode. This is my LED. Okay. And now this is my VCC. Let us understand the basic. Now this LED will be on if I give the VCC at anode and if its cathode is connected to ground. This is G and D. But it's a very simple. It's a basic only. Done all the basic, but still it should have VCC. At cathode you should have my LED will be on to anode and ground is supplied to cathode. Off kadi hoil? If I connect this anode to again ground. Okay, if I connect this anode to the ground and this cathode is also ground, that is both the point, okay, virtual ground concept, both the points are at the same potential. So if it is at same potential, though no current will flow. Okay, so that LED will be off. Okay, now same principle you have to see. I have used the microcontroller to supply ones and zeros. So now I want to answer one more time. I have connected VCC to the LED and cathode to the port pin. Okay. So to turn on this LED, what should be the status point? Cathode ला काय पाहिजे? एनोड ला काय दिलंय? VCC 1. आता ज्यांनी 1 सांगितलं, आता 1 म्हणजे काय? ओंकार बघ, 1 मीन्स VCC. Okay. Is it audible, Omkar? Hello. Okay. Is it audible? Okay, Gokre. Please do not leave the lecture. I have not taken attendance. Okay. Okay. Gogre, have you understood this? लक्षात येते का रे ओंकार? गोगरे
हो सर.
अनम्यूट करा, लेट मी नो. हा,
हो सर,
एकदम
येतंय.
सिंपल सर्किट सांगितले. हा, आता बघा इथे मी काय केले, पोर्ट पिन म्हणजे कंट्रोल कशासाठी वापरला जातो. कंट्रोल इज यूज टू कंट्रोल द फंक्शनॅलिटी ऑफ युअर सर्किट. ओके, तर सर्किट काय आहे, एलईडी सिंपल. मी काय केलं, एनोडला व्हीसीसी दिला आणि कॅथोडला जर मी 1 दिला तर काय होईल, कॅथोडला व्हीसीसी येईल, एनोडला पण व्हीसीसी. ओके, तर करंट कधीच फ्लो होत नाही. करंट फ्लो होण्यासाठी काय कंडिशन आहे, यू शुड हॅव हाय पोटेन्शियल टू लो पोटेन्शियल. ओके, एका साईडला हाय पोटेन्शियल पाहिजे, दुसऱ्या साईडला लो पोटेन्शियल. दॅट इज वन साइड इज you have the VCC, another side you should have ground. Okay, so simple analogous example is you have the water tank. Okay, so water flows from high level to low level. Okay, तुम्ही जर टँक दोन्ही टँक जर सारख्याच ठेवल्या एका लेवलला तर पाणी जाईल का? ओके, नॉट पॉसिबल. So if you increase the height of tank, that means you are at high height, and then only your water will flow. The same concept is applied to the current. So you should have high potential to the low potential, only then current will flow. Okay, तर एका बाजूला व्हीसीसी दिल्यानंतर मला दुसऱ्या बाजूला काय पाहिजे असतो, तर ग्राउंड पाहिजे असतं. तर 1 म्हणजे व्हीसीसी आणि 0 म्हणजे ग्राउंड. सो तर मी जे ह्या पोर्ट पिनला 0.0 ला जर 1 दिला तर दोन्ही बाजूला व्हीसीसी येईल. व्हीसीसी आला तर सेम पोटेन्शियल येईल. तुमचा करंट condition, if I make this port pin 0, तर काय होईल, एका बाजूला हाय पोटेन्शियल, अनदर साइड यू हॅव द लो पोटेन्शियल. ओके, सो करंट विल फ्लो दिस थ्रू दिस एलईडी and it will be on. Okay, so remember that it is called as a common anode configuration. कॉमन एनोड कॉन्फिगरेशन मध्ये काय होतं, एनोडला व्हीसीसी दिलेला असतो, आपल्याला त्याला ग्राउंड द्यायचा असतो, आणि खाली जे आहे दॅट इज कॉमन कॅथोड. म्हणजे कॉमन कॅथोड म्हणजे काय की कॅथोड ग्राउंड केलेला आहे, तुम्हाला एनोड द्यायचा आहे थ्रू युअर मायक्रो कंट्रोलर. ओके, सो दिस इज वन व्हर्जन, दिस इज अनदर व्हर्जन. ओके, आपण हे सहसा वापरतो, दॅट इज कॉमन कॅथोड वापरतो. त्याच्यात काय होतं, तुमच्या जर एनोडला 1 दिला तर हा ऑन होतो, 0 दिला तर ऑफ होतो. कॉमन एनोड मध्ये काय होतं, कॉमन एनोड मध्ये जर तुम्ही 1 दिला तर ऑफ होतो आणि 0 दिला तर ऑन होतो. ओके, व्हाईस वर्सा आहे. ओके, त्यामुळे असं म्हणू नका की आयओ सेट रेजिस्टर इज यूज टू टर्न ऑन or off your LED. Okay, so rather than IO set register is used to produce one, IO set register is used to produce 1 at the port pin. त्या पोर्ट पिन वरती 1 प्रोड्यूस करण्याचं काम कोण करतो, IO set register. Okay, similarly IO clear register will do the reverse function. It will produce the 0, okay, at your port pin. Okay, आता हा हे कुठलं आहे कॉन्फिगरेशन, कुठलं हे सांगा बरं, कॉमन एनोड का कॅथोड आहे? ओंकार?
सर स्क्रीनच दिसत नाहीये.
ओके, सॉरी, सांगायचं नाही करे.
खूप वेळ झाला सर, नाही दिसत आहे.
अरे सांगायचं ना, देर इज अ प्रॉब्लेम ऑफ रेंज. ओके, सो दॅट्स वाय मी सांगितले का अनम्यूट करा. ओके, तुम्ही दोघं पण अनम्यूट राहा, मी दोघांनाच हे करत जाईल, घोकरे आणि ओमकार. ठीक आहे, काय प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर मला सांगत जा, अदरवाईज मी 1 साइड चालू राहील नसता. आता मला परत तेच सांगावं लागेल. ओके, ओके, जस्ट अ मिनिट. रेकॉर्डिंग ठीक आहे. हा, तर काय सांगत होतो मी, दॅट इज कॉमन एनोड आणि कॉमन कॅथोड. त्याचे एनोड VCC ला असतात सगळे, म्हणजे तुमच्या एलईडीचे सगळे एनोड VCC ला असतात. ओके, आणि तुम्ही कंट्रोलर कडून 0 किंवा 1 देणार. तर कॉमन एनोड मध्ये काय होतं, जर तुम्ही 1 दिला तर हा ऑफ होतो, कारण दोन्ही बाजूला सेम पोटेन्शियल आहे, त्याच्यातून करंट फ्लो होणार नाही. Okay, another is if I put 0 at this port pin, then you have one at anode you have VCC, at cathode you have the ground. So current flow through the LED and LED will be turned on. Okay. Now for common cathode you have the vice versa. That is your cathode is grounded and you have to supply 1 at the anode. So if you supply 1 to the anode, so LED will be on. Okay. ह्याच्यात बघा 1 दिला तर ऑफ होतो कॉमन एनोड मध्ये, कॅथोड मध्ये 1 दिला तर ऑन होतो. ओके, तर कुठलाही एक लक्षात ठेवा. तर हे बेसिक लक्षात ठेवा की एनोडला 1 पॉइंट झालं युअर एलईडी विल नॉट बी ऑन. ओके, मग ते कॉमन एनोड असो किंवा कॅथोड असो. सो आयओ सेट इज यूज टू प्रोड्यूस 1 at the your port pin, and IO clear is used to produce a 0 at the output. आता हे कॉन्फिगरेशन सांगा, हे कुठलं कॉन्फिगरेशन आहे, कॉमन एनोड आहे का कॉमन कॅथोड आहे? काही पण सांगा, दोनच आहेत, मल्टिपल चॉईस MCQ. काय आहे, कॉमन एनोड आहे का कॅथोड आहे?
कॉमन कॅथोड.
कॉमन कॅथोड. कशावरून कॉमन कॅथोड आहे?
सर ते ग्राउंडला
का
दिले
कॉमन
ना,
कॅथोड आहे?
ग्राउंडला दिले
हा
ना सर.
बरोबर, मग हेच लक्षात. येस येस येस, इथे इट्स कॅथोड इज बघा, इट्स कॅथोड इज कनेक्टेड टू ग्राउंड, दॅट्स वाय इट इज अ कॉमन कॅथोड कॉन्फिगरेशन. ओके, म्हणजे हे कॉमन आहे, म्हणजे काय, माझे अजून असे एलईडी असतील. ओके, आय हॅव अनदर एलईडी. ओके, सो आय विल कनेक्ट ऑल दिस एलईडी टू द ग्राउंड. ओके, हा दुसरा एलईडी आहे. या सगळ्या एलईडीचे जे कॅथोड आहेत ते ग्राउंड केलेत, दॅट्स कॉल दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ कॉमन कॅथोड. ओके, म्हणजे माझ्याकडे नंबर ऑफ एलईडीज असतील. ओके, या सगळ्या एलईडीचे, okay, all these LEDs are connected to common ground, that's why called as a common cathode configuration. आणि एनोड मध्ये काय होतं, तर माझे असे रेजिस्टर, सॉरी, I have LEDs, all LEDs will be connected to the VCC. okay, हे बघा, that's why I have told you to remember the basic. This is anode. Okay, this is anode, so all anodes are connected to common VCC, that's why this is called as a common anode configuration, CA. ओके, आणि त्याचे जे कॅथोड आहेत ते तुमचे कंट्रोलरला असतील, मे बी पोर्ट पिन 0, 1, 2 व्हॉटएव्हर. ओके, तर हे पहिल्यांदा लक्षात घ्या बेसिक. हे कॉमन एनोड कॅथोड आले की तुम्हाला कळेल की तुमचा एलईडी ऑन होतोय का ऑफ होतोय. ठीक आहे, तर लक्षात ठेवा, 1 दिला म्हणजे एलईडी ऑन होणार नाही. ओके, इट डिपेंड कॉमन कॅथोड. जर कॉमन कॅथोड वापरत असेल तर 1 दिला की ऑन होणार, आणि तो तुम्ही कॉमन एनोड मध्ये 1 दिला तर 0 म्हणजे एलईडी ऑफ होणार. ओके, एवढंच लक्षात ठेवा. सो दिस इज व्हॉट द एम ऑफ आयओ सेट, आयओ फ्लेअर रेजिस्टर. आयओ डायरेक्शन रेजिस्टर पण सांगितला की तुम्हाला डायरेक्शन सेट करायचे असेल एखाद्या पोर्ट पिनची, तर कशी सेट करणार, तर त्या पोर्ट पिन वरती 1 लिहिलं तर ते आउटपुट म्हणून ऍक्ट होईल, अदरवाइज बाय डिफॉल्ट इट विल ऍक्ट एज अ इनपुट. Okay, so by default all 48 GPIO will act as an input port pin. If you want to configure it as a output port pin, you have to write a 1. Okay, so how to configure this particular pin or all pin as a output port pin, that we have seen, okay, in last lecture in detail. Okay, so this is what example shown, that is port pin P0.02, P0.31 are configured as output port pin. तर तुम्हाला सगळ्याच्या सगळ्याचं पोर्ट पिन कॉन्फिगर करायचे असतील ॲज अ आउटपुट पोर्ट पिन. ओके, सो दॅट टाइम इट शुड बी 111. ओके, बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज 0. इफ यू राईट 0 इट इज 1. ओके, so these are the examples we have seen last time, that is IO direction, IO set and IO clear. Okay, so for this if I have to use P0.0 to P0.7, okay, you have to configure this port pin as output port pin. Then you have to write down 111, okay, on these port pins. Okay, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So all these port pins will act as a output port pin and whose status is FF. Okay. So this is what the IO direction. IO direction FF लिहिलं तर has 8 port pin will act as a output port pin. And if you want to turn on the LEDs connected to this port, this is common cathode configuration. So that time writing 11 or using this IO set register will turn on your LED. Okay. And writing FF into the IO clear register will turn off your LED. Okay. So this example I have explained last time. So this is the code. This is the program that we have seen last time. Write a program to blink LED connected to P0.0 to P0.7. Okay. So this is what the code we have seen. Okay. So first, someone has just unmute your mic, please. Someone has unmute themselves. So mute your mic. So IO direction 0. This register, this IO direction 0 is used to configure P0.0 to P0.7 as the output port pin. Okay, so here block diagram shown that there are 8 LEDs, okay, connected to your port pin P0.0 to P0.7. All are in a common cathode configuration, CC. Okay, that means cathodes are of all LEDs are connected to ground, and you have to supply the 1. So if you give the 1, all LEDs will be on. If you give 0 to all port pin, your LEDs will be off. Okay. So IO direction will select the direction of all these port pin as output port pin by writing this status 0 0 0 0 0 0 FF. Okay. Then you have to turn on this LED. So you have to put 1 at the output port pin. So IO set 0 equal to 0x00, or you can write 0 0 0 0 0 FF. Okay, so this will turn on your LED. Your LED will be turned on for 8 seconds, and then you have to make it off. Okay, so how to make it off? By using IO CLR register by putting the same status 0 0 0 0 0 0 FF. Okay, it will be off again for 8 seconds, and the same process is repeated for a infinite time by using a while loop. So while loop is called as an infinite loop, or also called as a super loop. Okay. So same procedure will be repeated for infinite time. That is, it will turn on LED for 8 seconds, then again it will turn off LED for 8 seconds, and the same procedure is just carried out for infinite time. Okay. So these are some of the instructions that are very important. Our register, IO set, IO clear, IO direction. There is one more register I have explained, IO pin, which is used, which is a read-only register. So definitely you will encounter the questions. Okay. Now in this lecture, we will go to see the next register called as a pin cell register. Okay. Is it fine up till now? I have explained, I have just rehashed what we have seen in previous lecture. If you have the questions, okay, please you can raise your question. काय आहेत का रे काय क्वेश्चन्स आहेत, क्वेरीज फॉर लास्ट टॉपिक? ओंकार, okay. Then we go to the next point, that is called as a pin connect block. Okay, so what is this pin connect block? Let's see. Now this pin connect block, it having a feature which allows individual pin configuration. Okay, so it gives us to configure these individual pins. Okay, now look at this point. Kale, is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so बघा आता pin connect block functionality सांगतो मी. Now this is also very important regarding your exam, your programming. So what is pin connect block? So now what happen in pin connect block? Just see, your this LPC2148 IC is a 64 pin IC, and I have told you one of the important feature of this IC, that is here each pin is a multifunction. You can observe pin number 1. So pin number 1 is used as P0.21. It is used as a PWM5, or it is used as a capture 1.3. So this is the OR sign. Okay, it is used as a either this port pin or PWM or capture. Now what is the meaning of this? That means the pin number 1 can be used for 3 different functions. Okay, it can perform 3 different functions, but only one function can be performed at the time. Okay, it cannot perform 3 functions simultaneously, but you can use this as an alternate. So you can use pin number 1 as a P0.21 at a time, or if you are not interested in this, use for PWM, or if you are not interested in PWM, you can use as a capture 1.3. okay, now maximum 4 functions can be performed by your single pin. For example, pin number 13. Okay, observe at this point. So pin number 13 can be used as a P0.28. AD 0.1 means analog to digital channel number 2. Okay, then capture 0.2 and match 0.2. So there are 4 functions that can be performed by this pin number 13. Now the question is how to select this function. Okay, म्हणजे काय झालं की आता मला हे कळालं की एक पिन आहे पिन, तर ती पिन डिफरंट फंक्शन साठी वापरू शकतो. मॅक्झिमम 4 functions can be performed by using this particular pin number. Okay, now the question is how to use it, म्हणजे how to select that function. ही पिन ह्या पर्टिक्युलर फंक्शनला कसं सिलेक्ट करायची. Okay, now that is the question. So the answer is use pin connect block. Okay, what is the answer? Use pin connect block. Now how to use pin connect block? So I will tell you a simple fundamental of multiplexer. Okay, now just say, this is your multiplexer. Now this multiplexer is 4:1. Okay, so it is 4:1 mux. That means it having 4 input, okay, and 1 output. And we know that it having 2 select lines. Okay, one is S0, okay, and another is S1. So there are 2 select lines. Okay, now you have this S0 and S1. Okay, now this is your Y isolate output. Okay, now we know that let I have this first input, let I have to select the first input at the output. Okay, so how to select it? So we write a simple table, okay, into the select lines. So if I write 0 0 in these 2 select lines, so output Y will select your in 1. Okay, it will select the input 1. Okay, similarly if I write 0 0 into the select line, it will select the input 2. Okay, similarly if I write 1 0, it will select input 3. Okay, and if I write 1 1, it will select the input 4. So this is what the simple fundamental of multiplexer is used to select the different functions, okay, to be performed by your pin. Now this is what your multiplexer. Okay, this is your mux. It is a basic of mux. So if somebody have asked you what is the application of mux, okay, now this is what the application of your multiplexer in selecting the particular pin of your microcontroller. Are you getting? You might have not studied the basic application of mux, but now this is what the basic application of your mux multiplexer. So here you take this example that is let P13, pin number 13. So now what is my aim? My aim is this one, that is this is my pin number P0.13. Okay, let's see. This is P0.13 now. Okay, and now what is the input to this P0.13 pins? We know that first input is P0.28. So I will write P0.28 here. Okay. Now what is the next input? AD 0.1. Okay. So AD 0.1. What is the next input to this? Capture 0.2. Okay. CAP, capture 0.2. Okay. And third input is a match 0.2. Okay. Match 0.2. Okay. So now we have solved the problem of how to select this particular function by the microcontroller for pin number 13. Now I want to configure pin number 13 as a P0.28. So what I will do, I will write 00 into this S0 and S1 of this multiplexer, and this P0.13 will be now act as a, it will act as a P0.28 pin. लक्षात येते का बघा? So input 1 is corresponding to P0.28. Okay, I don't have space. Now if I write 1 0, so that time this AD 0.01 will be function by the P0.31. That means this pin will function for as a analog to digital channel number 0.1. Okay. If I write 1 0, the pin number 0.13 will act as a capture 0.2. And if I write 1 1 into the select lines, okay, this pin number 13 will acts as a match 0.2. Okay, so this is how to select the particular functionality of your particular pin. And in this case, you have the application of multiplexer. So here multiplexer is used. Here multiplexer is used to select the particular function of your that particular pin. Okay, I think it is clear. हे लक्षात येते का रे?
Yes, sir.
माझा प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे की माझ्या पिन्स आहेत ह्या सगळ्या मल्टी फंक्शन आहेत. ओके, बरं ठीक आहे, मल्टी फंक्शन आहे, दॅट इज गुड, बट द क्वेश्चन इज हाऊ टू सिलेक्ट दॅट फंक्शन. ओके, so to select that function, particular function, I have to use multiplexer. ओके, मल्टिप्लेक्सर मध्ये काय आहे तर इट इज 4:1, म्हणजे याला 4 इनपुट्स आहेत and 1 आउटपुट. ओके, now what are these 4 inputs? That is P0.28, AD 0.1, capture 0.2, match 0.2. असे 4 इनपुट आहेत. तर ह्या 4 पैकी एक कुठलं तरी फंक्शन झाली पाहिजे माझी पिन, दॅट इज 0.13 पिन्स. ओके, मग हे 0.13 पिन कशी कॉन्फिगर करायची या एखाद्या इनपुट्सला? बाय जस्ट रायटिंग द this binary values into the select lines S0 and S1. Okay. So now what is done? आता हे एका पिन ला झालं. Okay, so how many multiplexer I will require? Just see, for one pin I require one multiplexer. Similarly, I have pin number 14. आता pin number 14 can be used as a P0.29, AD 0.2, capture 0.3, match 0.3. So I will require one more multiplexer for pin number 14. So what you have to remember that here for each pin, okay, you require at least one multiplexer to select the multiple functions. Okay, so it is not possible to select the alternate functions without the multiplexer. So here each pin which is multi-function, it require its own multiplexer. That means just see, port pin 1 requires one multiplexer, port pin 2 require one multiplexer, port number pin number 4 requires first one multiplexer, pin number 8 requires its own multiplexer. Okay, this pin number 9 also require its own multiplexer. Okay, pin number 13, 14, 15, 16, just see, 17, then 19, then this 20, 21, 22, 24, 28, 27, 28. Okay, so all of this, okay, starting also from here 33 to 48, okay, and from 49 to 64. So whatever the functions pins that that can function as a multi-function pins. So how it will look like? It will look like just see, that is, this is your IC basically. Okay, so And now this is your pin number 13. So P0.13 pin is this one. So inside this pin you have the multiplexer. Okay. This is what the multiplexer, and this is what the pins to multiplexer, all those 4 inputs. Similar is for another pin. Let P0.14, you have same problem. Okay, like this 1 hot pins also. Okay, so this is how they enter this port pin. आपलं फक्त बाहेर आलेली ही पिन दिसेल, but this is output as to 1 max. Okay, now this is what your multiplexer. But I have one more question, that is the select line. So here are the select lines in the microcontroller. Okay, that is the next question. Okay, now here I have to write this status 0 0. Okay, because if it is in internal, then how to write 0 0 into the select lines? Okay, ह्या सिलेक्ट लाइन्सला 0 0 1 1 मी कुठे लिहू? ह्या सिलेक्ट लाइन्स कुठे आहेत? तिथे बाहेर तर कुठे दिसत नाहीत. Okay, so now that is the problem. So you have this. So just see now what is the function of this pin connect block. I will tell you. So one feature is it allows individual pin configuration. Okay, so individual pin can be configured to different functions by using this pin connect block. Now what is the application? The purpose of this pin connect block, okay, is to configure the microcontroller pins to the desired function. Desired function म्हणजे काय की आपल्याला जे वाटेल त्या फंक्शनला कॉन्फिगर करण्यासाठी this pin multiplexer, it is possible desired function. Okay, now some description is given, that is pin connect to have more than one function. We have seen that is some of the selected pins of microcontroller can be used for a multifunction, that is more than one function. So configuration registers control the multiplexers to allow connection between the pin and the on-chip peripheral. Okay, काय करतोय? This multiplexer will help to select the particular pin function. Okay, so peripherals should be connected to the appropriate pins, okay, prior to being activated. Okay, so that we'll see maybe in next lecture. Okay, now the question is how to select these port pins. Okay, so we have this register of your port pin. There are 3 registers. First register is called as a pin cell 0, second register is called as a pin cell 1, and third register is called as a pin cell 2. Okay, now these are the 3 registers that are used to select the desired functionality of your port pin. Okay, now this first register, pin select 0 register, just the pin function select register 0, pin function select register 1, pin function select register 2. So these are the 3 registers that are used to select the particular functionality of your port pin. Okay, now first register pin cell 0 is used to select the multiple functionality or the desired functionality of first 16 port pins, that is from P0.0 to P0.15. These 15 or 16 pins can be configured to the desired functionality by using this register called as a pin cell 0. Okay, so this is what the significance of pin select 0 register. It is used to select the desired functionality of port pin P0.0 to P0.15. Okay, now next pin cell of your port pin P0.16 to P0.31. Okay, so these are the first 16. Okay, then you have the next 16. Now what is remaining? If you remember, how many GPIOs you have? You have 48 GPIOs. Okay, so we require to select the desired functionality of only these 48 GPIOs. Out of that 48 GPIOs, we have 32 GPIOs from port 0. So out of that 30 and P0.15, these 16 pins can be configured by using this pin select 0 register. Whereas remaining 16 pins of port 0 from P0.16 to P0.31, these can be configured by using pin cell 1 register. Okay. Now what is remaining? The remaining is 16 pins from the port 1. Okay. So pin cell 2 register is used to configure the desired functionality of port 0, that is from P1.16 to P1.31. So again 16 port pins are the desired functionality. Sorry, this is there is a correction. This is P1.16 to, it should be P1.31. Okay. So next 16 pins. So 16 plus 16 plus 16. So I have 48. Okay. So all 48 port pins can be selected or configured to different functionality by using these registers called as a pin cell 0, pin cell 1, pin cell 2. Okay. Are you getting up to this? हे समजतंय का रे?
हो सर.
Okay. Now again next thing, now how to do it practically. Theoretically ठीक है, it's okay. Now that is म्हणजे P0.0 to P0.15 and ह्या pins आपण configure करू शकतो for multiple functionality by using pin cell 0 or 1 or 2. How to do it? Okay. Now let us see how to do it practically. So pin cell 0 and pin cell 1, that is how this is how this truth table is. If you write 0 0, this is called as a primary function. Okay, the select line la 0 0 tackler, that is called as a primary function or called as a default function. So typically all GPIO port pin will act as a GPIO. Okay, this is one of the questions. By default, all port pins from port 0 and port 1, okay, so that will act as a GPIO if your select lines having the status of 0 0. That means if this is 0, S0 is 0 and S1 is also 0. Okay, so all port pins from port 0 or port 1, all will act as a GPIO. Okay, now to configure these port pins other than this GPIO, you have to take the effort. So what is the effort? You have to write 0 1. So if you write 0 1 into the select lines S1 and S0, so it will act as a first alternate function. Or if you write 1 0, then it will act as a second alternate function. Or if it is 1 1, maybe the third alternate function or the result. Now we will take a practical example. Now let us see. Now we will configure the different functionality of port 0. म्हणजे आपण port 0 च्या different functionality आता आपण configure करू. कशा configure करायच्या ते बघू आपण. ठीक आहे. So let P0.0 pins. Now what happen for P0.0? Okay, for port P0.0, this P0.0 can be acts as a, आपण बघा इथं बघितले pin number मध्ये, pin port P0.0. Now I have to find out where is the P0.0 first. This is a P0.2. Okay. So P0.08. Is it audible? Hello.
Yes sir.
ऐकू येते का रे? हाँ, okay.
हाँ सर.
Okay. Now P0.0, this pin can be acts as a GPIO port 0.0. म्हणजे P0.0 म्हणून ही pin act होऊ शकते. Second, this pin can be act as a TXD, that is transmitter for UART 0. This pin can be acts as a PWM. Okay, and this pin is reserved. म्हणजे काय की this pin having at least 3 different functions. It can be acts as a P0.0. Okay, it can be acts as a TXD of your UART 0, or it can be used as a pulse width modulator output 1. Okay, म्हणजे ही एकच पिन 3 फंक्शन करू शकते. Now how to achieve that we have to see. Okay, So here we have, just see, 0 0 means if you write 0 0 into select line S0, okay, this is S0 and this is S1. So if I write 0 0 into select lines of multiplexer S0 and S1, so that time P0.0 will act as a GPIO port. If I write 0 1 into the select lines, it will act as TXD. If I write 1 0, it will act as a PWM, and if I write 1 1, it will act as a result function. Okay. So now for this, to configure, you have to understood that at least 2 bits, select lines kiti ahe 2. So at least 2 bits I will require to configure different functionality of my port pin. म्हणजे P0.0 ला जर configure करायचं असेल for 4 different function, I will require at least 2 bits. Okay. So okay. I will just use the whiteboard. Okay. Or I will use a local Jamboard. Okay, it's quite okay. I will continue with this only. Now just see how to configure these port pins. So for this, you have this pin cell 0 register. Now what is pin cell 0 register? So for pin cell 0 register, you have to take, okay, just a minute. I will just copy this. String pins. Okay. I have to write it down. Okay. Now just see. So to configure P0.0 pin as a either GPIO, then as a TXD and PWM, what you have to do, you have to start from bit number 0. Okay. Now how bits? Okay. So 32 bits means bit number 0, just see, 2, bit number 3, bit number 5, okay, but 7. So similar way, just I will take P0, sorry, it's a last bit is a last bit is a 31.
संपलं का काय? लेफ्ट करायचे का?
12 पर्यंत आहे लेक्चर सरांचं.
येणार आहेत का वापस परत?
वेट कर, येणार आहेत तर
नेटवर्क
वापस
प्रॉब्लेम आहे
जायचं.
सरांना, करतील चेक.
येतील सर, येतील.
हाँ अविनाश फाड़के, hello. Okay, I have just lost the connection. Okay, so we will resume now. Okay. Is it visible? दिसतंय का रे?
यस सर, विजिबल आहे.
हाँ ठीक आहे. So I think we have lost some part. कुठपर्यंत आलो होतो? I don't know. We have lost somewhere. So I have to configure this P0.0 pin for different function. म्हणजे हे मला एकच पिन आहे, ती मला वेगवेगळ्या फंक्शनला कॉन्फिगर करायची. कसं कॉन्फिगर करायची? तर माझ्याकडे 3 रजिस्टर्स आहेत. ओके, वन इज कॉल्ड एज अ पिनसेल 0, पिनसेल 1 आणि पिनसेल 2. तर याच्यातला कुठला रजिस्टर वापरणार? तर मी पिनसेल 0 वापरणार. का वापरणार? सो आय विल गिव्ह द जस्टिफिकेशन. तर त्यासाठी काय करा, यू ड्रॉ द 32 बिट रजिस्टर. that is bit number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have shown up to 7, then up to 31. असं तुम्ही ड्रॉ करून घ्या. ओके, नाउ व्हॉट हॅपन, दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ युअर पिनसेल 0 विच इज अ 32 बिट रजिस्टर. आता मला काय करायचंय, त्या पिनसेल 0 नी पिन P0.0 कॉन्फिगर करायची. ओके, बट व्हॉट हॅपन टू कॉन्फिगर any pin, maybe pin P0.0 or P0.1, 2, 3, each pin is required at least 2 bits for configuration. Okay, that is your select line. So now what is done, this bit 0 is corresponding to S0. Okay, select line 0. Bit number 1 is corresponding to S1. Okay, of your multiplexer, and these two bits, bit 0 and bit 1, are assigned to P0.0 pin. Okay, now just see, this is very important. So P0.0 pin requires at least these 2 bits, bit number 0 and bit number 1 of your pincell 0 register. Okay, so by using these 2 bits, which of these two bits, bit 0 is corresponding to the select line S0 of your multiplexer for port pin P0.0, and bit 1 is corresponding to the select line 1 for P0.0. Okay. Now similarly, I have the another port pin that is P0.2. Okay. Baga, now how to select the functionality of P0.1 pin? So P0.1 pin also requires select line 0 and also requires select line 1. Okay, we have seen that each port pin requires its own multiplexer, and it is a 4:1 multiplexer. That means you require at least 2 select lines. So bit number 2 is corresponding to the select line 0 for port pin P0.1. Similarly, bit number 3 is corresponding to the select line 1 of the multiplexer for port pin P0.1. Okay, so I will just explain the one, you will understand the others also. It's very simple. Just see. Now, I have to configure this particular P0.0 for a GPIO. मला GPIO म्हणून configure करायचं. तर काय करणार? I will write this 00 into S1, S0 and S1. Now, what is S0 and S1? That is bit number 0 and 1. So if I write here 0, 0, मी जर या bits मध्ये 0, 0 लिहिलं, okay. Now what happened? You have to write 0, 0 and all remaining bits are also 0. तुम्हाला बाकीच्या सगळ्या bits मध्ये पण 0 लिहायचं आहे. So if I write something like this, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then find out the hexadecimal code. आपण last time hexadecimal code काढला. कसा असतो hexadecimal code? तर 4 4 चे group करायचे. Okay. So if I group it, so this is corresponding to 0. This is also corresponding to 0. Okay. And all other are also 0, 0. So how many zeros I will get? I will get a, just see, this pin cell 0 is equal to this one. That is GPIO port pin. म्हणजे किती 0 येतील? हा आपण काढलेला एक 0, then 2, then 3, 4, and then there are 4 zeros. Okay. So if I calculate the code in hexadecimal, so I have to load pin cell 0, that is pin select 0 register is equal to 0x 0000 0000. So if I load this status into this pin cell 0 register, so here P0.0 pin, this pin will act as a GPIO port P0.0. Okay, so that is what the by default status. Now let for the second. Now I want to configure this P0.0 as a TXD. मला transmitter साठी वापरायची. So I will write 01 status. I will write 01 status here. 0, 1. Okay. And what about other bits? All other bits are 0, 0. So this bit number 2 is 0, bit number 3 is 0, and all other bits are 0. Find out the equivalent code. So this is 1. Okay. Then this is 0. Then there is a one more 0. Okay. There is a one more 0. Okay. And then there are 4 more zeros. Okay. In hexadecimal. Okay. So if I calculate the code, so the code becomes pin cell 0 is equal to, just see, 1 we have written, then 0, then 0, 0, and there are 4 zeros. Okay. So the code becomes pin cell 0 equal to 0x 0000 0001. Why 1? Because we have calculated 1. So if you write down this code and if you uploaded this code into this pin cell 0 register, because of this pin cell 0 register, the P0 point, this pin 0.0 pin will act as a TXD for UART 0. Okay. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जर सिरियल कम्युनिकेशन हे प्रॅक्टिकल करायचं असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला ट्रान्समिशन आणि रिसेप्शन साठी 2 पिन असतात, TXD आणि RXD. ओके. मग आता तुम्हाला TXD पाहिजे असेल तर काय करायचं? दिस command you have to use pin cell 0 equal to 0x 00000001. So he command his value या register मध्ये टाकली. So that time this P0.0 pin will act as a transmitter pin of your UART 0. Okay. So why this is important? Because of this, if you are not able to write down or configure this particular code into pin cell 0, so you are not able to transmit your data on your serial communication. Okay. Now similarly, if I have to configure this P0.0 as a PWM. So I have to write 1 0 into the S1 and S0. So let us go for this one. Okay. So I will write 1 1 0, okay, into bit number 0 and 1, which is a S0 and S1 of port 0. Okay, and that time all other bits are 0. Okay, so if I calculate, the code becomes 2 and all other 7 zeros. So the code becomes this 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 2. Okay, so if I load this code into pin cell 0 register, so P0.0, this pin will act as a pulse width modulator output 1. Okay, म्हणजे ही पिन कशात वापरणार आहे आपण PWM modulator मध्ये वापरू शकतो as a output of PWM modulator. Okay, or I want to configure this P0.0 pin as a next fourth function reserved. Okay, so I have to write 1 1 into the S1 and S0. So here I will write 1 1, okay, and all other bits are 0 0. So if I calculate, I will get 3 here, then I have get 3, then all other are zeros, all other are zeros. So if I load this code into this pin cell 0 register, okay, so that time port pin P0.0 will act as a reserved, okay, or whatever the fourth function that is mentioned at this point. Okay, so this is how to configure your any port pin. Okay, so just see. I hope you have understood. Okay, now next thing is pin cell 0 can configure 16 port pins from P0.0 to P0.16. Okay, that is pin cell 0 register will configure P0.0 to P0.15 pins to different functionality, to different desired functionality. मग हे कसं करणार तर बघा पिन सेल 0 हा रजिस्टर काय करणार आहे तर P0.0 पिन साठी दोन पिन्स लागतील बिट 0 बिट 1. ओके, P0.1 पिन साठी 2 आणि 3 बिट्स, देन P0.2 पिन साठी लागणार आहेत अजून पुढचे 2 बिट्स. ओके, P0.3, ओके, P0.3 पिन साठी लागणार आहेत next 2, that is 6 and 7. So here you can observe at least 2 bits are required per port pin. म्हणजे एका पोर्ट पिनला जर कॉन्फिगर करायचं असेल फॉर मल्टी फंक्शन यू रिक्वायर ॲटलीस्ट 2 बिट्स. मग या पिन सेल 0 चे किती बिट्स आहेत आपल्याकडं वी हॅव द 32 बिट्स. ओके, सो 32 बिट्स आहेत तर 32 डिवायडेड बाय 2 म्हणजे एका पोर्ट पिन साठी 2 लागतात. मग किती आले दॅट इज 16. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय की मी 16 पोर्ट पिन्सच कॉन्फिगर करू शकतो. सो लास्ट वन 30 and 31. तर हे 2 बिट्स कुठली पोर्ट पिन कॉन्फिगर करणार आहेत that is P0.15. हे लक्षात घ्या. ओके, सो P0.0 to P0.15. So total first 16 pins from port 0 are configured by using pin cell 0. Okay, म्हणजे काय तर P0.0 to P0.15 या पिन्स तुम्हाला जर कॉन्फिगर करायचे असतील फॉर मल्टी फंक्शन, so that time you have to use pin cell 0 register. Are you getting or not? इथपर्यंत कळतंय का रे? हॅलो,
हा सर कळतंय.
ओके,
सर तो 4:1च मल्टिप्लेक्सर का यूज करायचा आहे?
हा 4:1 का करायचा कारण आपले ज्या पिन्स आहेत त्यात मॅक्झिमम फंक्शन किती फंक्शन करतात त्या 4च करतात. लक्षात आलं का? म्हणजे एका पिनचं मॅक्झिमम फंक्शन किती आहे तर 4च फंक्शन्स आहेत. ते जर 8 फंक्शन असतील तर मग मी 8:1 वापरला असता, बरोबर की नाही?
हा सर, सिलेक्ट लाईन 3 मधून
हा.
8:1.
हा, म्हणजे याच्यात कुठली जरी सिलेक्ट लाईन बघा, हा तुमचा जो पिन डिस्क्रिप्शन आहे याच्यातली मॅक्झिमम एखादी पिन किती फंक्शन करते ते 4च फंक्शन करते. 4 पेक्षा जास्त फंक्शन करत नाही कुठलीच पिन्स. ओके, आणि म्हणून मी 4:1 वापरला. इथं जर 8 फंक्शन असते तर मी 8:1 वापरला असता. ओके, सो इन दॅट केस आय विल रिक्वायर 4 बिट्स पर पोर्ट पिन. ओके, म्हणजे एखादा म्हणेल 8 पिन्स का करत नाही. ओके, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल, बट यू हॅव टू यूज देन 8:1 मार्क्स. पण जे काही स्ट्रक्चर आहे याच्यामध्ये, सो दिस इज व्हॉट डिफाईन्ड स्ट्रक्चर. म्हणजे एखादी पिन मॅक्झिमम 4च फंक्शन करते याच्यामध्ये. सो दॅट्स वाय वी हॅव यूज 4:1 मार्क्स. ओके, so what is the use of pin cell block? Pin cell block is used to select the desired functionality of your port pin. Okay, तर माझ्याकडे किती GPIO पोर्ट पिन आहे तर 48 आहेत. ओके, so just see. So pin cell 0 register is used to configure the first 16 pins of port 0. म्हणजे पोर्ट बघा, एका पोर्ट पिनला किती लागतात बिट्स? 2 बिट्स. P0.0 ला बिट नंबर 0 आणि 1 लागेल. P0.1 पिनला 3 आणि 2 लागेल. ओके, आता आपण पुढची एक असाइनमेंट घेऊ. ओके, नाउ लेट गो फॉर द पिन नंबर 1. ओके, आता तुम्हाला जर हे कळालं असेल तर आता तुम्ही मला सांगा की काय कोड येईल. ओके, मला काय करायचंय आता? नेक्स्ट इज P0.1 ही पिन. आय वॉन्ट टू कॉन्फिगर दिस पिन ॲज ए आयदर GPIO, RxD, PWM3 और एक्सटर्नल INT0. ओके, मला हे कॉन्फिगर करायची. तर मला काय काढायचंय? मला कोड पाहिजे की पिन सेल 0 रजिस्टर मध्ये मी कुठला कोड टाकू की जेणेकरून माझी P0.1 पिन दॅट विल कॉन्फिगर ॲज अ GPIO P0. इट शुड बी 1. I sorry, it should act as a P0.1. okay, or it should act as a TXD, or it should act as a PWM, okay, or EINT. okay, चला, आहे का नोटबुक, पेन? तसेच बसलेत सगळे परत. यू रिक्वायर सम पेन्सिल वर्क हिअर. चला घ्या, टेक अ पेन अँड पेन्सिल अँड कॅल्क्युलेट द कोड. Please, everybody, please take a pen or whatever the pencil and notebook and calculate this code. Okay, what is the code that I want to configure this P0.1 pin as a GPIO P0.1 pin? So I have to put some status in pin cell register. Pin cell register. Pin cell 0 register. I have to write something. So what code I have to write? चला कार्ड आपण
0x000000.
एक मिनिट. 0 0x0000. हाँ, नेक्स्ट
0000.
0000. Okay,
GPIO साठी सर.
yes, that's very simple. Okay, so that is what I have told. That is, by default all GPIO will act as a all ports pin will act as a GPIO. Okay, if you put 00. So if I put 0 this code into the select pin cell 0, so that time P0.1 pin will act as a GPIO. Okay, so this is over. Now go to the next. Now I want to configure it for an RxD. So what should be the code?
0x00000001.
Here is 0
0
0
0 1 0 1.
0 1. I think you should have to rework. It should not be 1 na. This is for P0.0. P0.0 पिन साठी कुठले बिट्स होते बघा आता परत. ओके, अगेन write down the bits. Bit 0, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3. Now here bit 0 and 1 is corresponding to which port pin?
सॉरी सर, पोर्ट 0 साठी एक त्या.
Ha, okay, that is correct. So bit 0 and 1 corresponding to port pin P0.0. Bit number 2 and 3 corresponding to
पोर्ट
port
पॉइंट
pin
P0.1.
0.1. So here you have to write this status. You have to write into bit number 2 and 3. Okay, so first if you write 00 into bit number 2 and 3 and all other bits are 0. Okay, So what is the status? Status will be this one, that is 0 0. All zeros means 0. Now next you have to write 0 1 into bit number 3 and 2. Okay, and that time all other bits are 0. So what is the status? This is binary 1 0 0 means 4. Okay, हा काय झाला 4. So what should be the status? The status should be 0 0 0 4. बरोबर आहे का? So
Yes.
pin cell 0 is equal to 0x, all are zeros, 0 0 0 4, because I have got 4 here. Okay, so if I load this code into the pin cell 0, my P0.1 pin, okay, this pin will act as a RxD. Okay, so this is what the RxD pin. Okay, now next, now if I have to configure this pin as a PWM3, I have to write 1 0, okay, into bit number 3 and 2. So that time remaining, sorry, it should be something is wrong. It should be 0 1. Sorry, it's a 0 1. Okay, so 0 1 means 4. Okay, and here 1 0, 1 0 and 0 0. So 1 0 0 means 8. Okay, so this is 8. So the code becomes 0 0 0 0 8. So if I load this code into pin cell 0, so that time this pin will act as a P0.1 pin, will act as a PWM3. Okay, PWM3. And lastly, if I write 1 1, okay, here 1 1 0 0. So 1 1 0 0 काय येतं एक्झाममध्ये? What is equivalent to 1 1 0 0?
12.
It's a 12, but 12 असतं का रे? It's a 12 means एक्झाम
Sorry,
मध्ये
sir.
काय असतं? It's a C. It's a C. 1 1 0 0 means C. A B C D. Okay, it's a C. 1 1 0 0 means C. So code becomes 0 0 0 C. Okay. हा जो कोड तुम्ही लोड केला, so P0.1 will act as a INT, external interrupt 0. Okay, so just see, this is very simple. म्हणजे एखादी पिन कशी कॉन्फिगर करायची मल्टीफंक्शनला, बाय युजिंग दिस कोड ओनली. ओके, फक्त हा कोड कुठं लिहायचा, दॅट इज द इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, डू नॉट राईट इन टू बिट नंबर 0 and 1 always. So that's what I told you, bit number 0 and 1 corresponding to P0.0 port only. Bit number 2 and 3 are corresponding to P0.1. Now if I tell you to configure bit number 2, P0.2, तर कुठले बिट्स येतील? P0.2 port pin मला कॉन्फिगर करायची for these 4 different function. So in which bits I have to write this code and this code? कुठल्या बिट्स मध्ये लिहिलं पाहिजे? So bit number next is
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Okay. So this is how you have to remember. हेच लक्षात ठेवायचे, याच्यामध्ये एवढंच इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. Nothing is important other than this. That is in which bits you have to write. तर मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की बिट्स कसे लक्षात ठेवायचे. तर पहिले 2 बिट्स कशासाठी, तर P0.0 साठी, पुढचे 2 बिट्स P0.1 साठी, पुढचे 2 बिट्स P0.2, P0.3, 4 अप टू मॅक्झिमम काय P31 आणि 30 बिट्स कशासाठी, P0.15 पिन साठी. ओके, तर हे जे मी आता काढलेले हे इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. ओके, सो दिस वन. Okay, that is P0.0 pins corresponding to these 2 bits. Okay, P0.1 corresponding 3 to P0.2 corresponding to bit number 4 5, P0.3 pin corresponding to bit number 6 7, P0.4 is connected to your 8 and 9. Okay, has a correspondingly that will goes on still the last bit, that is 31 and 30. So last two bits are corresponding to port pin 0.50. तर तुम्हाला ही जर कॉन्फिगर करायची असेल P0.15 पिन तर कुठं लिहिणार, इथं लिहायचा स्टेटस काय, तर 00, ओके, 01, 10, ओके, और 11 और ऑफ करेक्ट. I hope you have understood this pin connect block. हॅलो, कोण कोण आहे? अविनाश समजते का रे? अविनाश,
हाँ सर.
असलकर, जानकी असलकर, ओके.
हाँ सर.
हाँ, कल्याणी चव्हाण, चव्हाण आहेत का? ओके.
यस सर.
हाँ, समजते का रे हे पण? मोनाली देवकाते आहेत का? देवकाते,
हाँ समजतो.
गोगरे आहेत, त्यांनी हो म्हटलंच आहे. ऋतुजा गायकवाड,
समजतंय सर.
ओके. शुभांगी काळे,
हो सर समजते.
सुमित आहे का? सुमित चव्हाण,
हो समजतंय सर.
सुमित जरा फ्रेंड्सला पण सांग जरा, बॉयज फ्रेंड्स. ओके. ओंकार, प्रथमेश शिंदे, तनुजा शिंदे,
यस सर.
ओके. तर हा खूप एवढंच सांगतो की दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट इन दिस सब्जेक्ट. Okay, not only in this subject, but when you go to the next year, that may be after 1 month or 1.5 month. Okay, so that time also you have this elective subject, embedded system and RTOS. So in that subject also you have to study this LPC 214. Okay, so that is what the importance. That means both the subjects are related to this LPC 2148 datasheet and the programming. So this is the basic. Okay. तर हा these 5 registers are very important. IO set, IO clear, IO direction, IO pin and pin connect block. ओके. आता आपण मी पिन सेल 0 घेतला, आता तुम्ही मला समजले म्हटलं बरोबर. आता जर मला एक नेक्स्ट आय विल टेक ओनली 1 or 2 minutes नेक्स्ट. ठीक आहे. I want to complete this point. Okay. Now pin cell 0 I have explained, that is pin cell 0 is used to configure P0.0 to P0.15 pins. आता जर तुम्हाला पिन 16 पिन्स जर कॉन्फिगर करायचे असेल, पिन नंबर 16 P0.16 to P0.31, ती कशी कॉन्फिगर करणार? सो आय हॅव पिन सेल 1 रजिस्टर. तर तो परत काय करणार, परत तुम्ही असंच लिहिणार, that is bit number 0, bit number 1, बघा, bit number 2, bit number 3, okay, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, and goes on, okay, up to 0 point or maybe the 31, last one, 31 and 30. Okay, now let this is your pin cell 1. हा कुठला रजिस्टर आहे तुमचा? लेट दिस इज पिन सेल, दिस इज युअर पिन सेल 1 रजिस्टर. हा पिन सेल 1 रजिस्टर काय करतो, तर तुमच्या ज्या नेक्स्ट 16 पिन्स आहेत त्या कॉन्फिगर करतो फॉर मल्टीफंक्शन. पण कशा करायच्या आता बघा परत. पिन सेल 1 इज अगेन 32 bit register, very important. It is a 32 bit register, or in ARM7 all register are 32 bit. I just want to repeat it. It is a 32 bit register having bit number 0 to bit number 31. Okay, now it is used to configure the P0.16 pins to P0.31. So S0 line of, just see now, bit number 0 and bit number 1. Okay, now this is corresponding to P0 point, which pin? P0.16. now just see, so P0.16 pin having 2 bits, bit 0 and 1. Then similarly here P0.17 pin is configured by using bit number 3 and 2. Similar way, pin number or P0.16, 17, then 18. Pin number 18 is configured by using bit number 4 and 5. Then P0.19 pin is configured by using bit number 6 and 7. Okay, now if you go up to the last bits, so last pin is 0.31. Okay, so pin 0.31, okay, is configured by using bit number 30 and 31. Are you getting this? How many bits? 32 bits. P0.0 to P0.31 are bit number 0 to 31. These are the 32 bits. Okay, so each port pin require at least 2 bits. So 32 divided by 2, it's a 16. That means only 16 port pins I can configure to different functionality by using each pin cell. Okay, someone will ask me why there are 3 registers. The reason is very simple. One register is capable of configuring only 16 pins. Okay, why this is so? Because to configure each port pin, you require at least 2 bits, because you require the select lines S0 and S1, because we are using 4:1 mux, and 4:1 mux having 2 select lines. So these bits acts as a select line to those multiplexer to select the particular functionality of pins. Okay, so this is the reason why I have 3 pin cell register. First pin cell register is used to configure P0.0 to P0.15 pins for different functionality. And pin cell 1 is used to select different functionality of P0.16 to P0.31 pins. Okay, are you getting this?
येस सर.
इट्स व्हेरी सिंपल. फक्त लक्षात ठेवायचे की बिट्स कुठले बिट्स कशाला करस्पॉन्डिंग आहेत. आता एकदम सोपं आहे बघा. पिन सेल 1 कुठून सुरुवात होतो? P0.16 पासून सुरुवात होतो. एंड कुठं होतो? P0.31 ला एंड होतो. ओके, मग प्रत्येक 2-2 बिट्स आहेत ते P0.16, 17, 18, 19, 20 असे 2-2 असाइन करत गेला. तो फर्स्ट बिट येईल 0 आणि 1 बिट्स येईल P0.16 ला, आणि लास्ट 31 आणि 30 बिट्स येईल P0.31 ला. ओके, similar way you have another register that is called as pin cell 1 register. Okay, sorry, pin cell 2 register. The pin cell 2 register कशासाठी वापरतात? Pin cell 2 register is used to configure the port pin P1.16. म्हणजे या pin cell 2 again it is 32 bit. याचे जे 0 आणि 1 बिट्स आहेत ते काय कॉन्फिगर करतील? They will configure the port pin P1.16. ओके, तर P1.16 ह्या पिनला जर कॉन्फिगर करायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला बिट 0 आणि 1 वापरावं लागेल. सिमिलरली P1.17, okay, this can be configured by using bit number 2 and 3. Okay, and last is 31 and 30. Okay, so these 2 bits configures the P1.31 port pin. Okay, हे लक्षात आलं? Are you going to understand this? Pin cell 0,
Yes, sir.
1 and 2. Okay, I have explained this very much in detail. Okay, एकदम सोप्पा भाषेत एक्सप्लेन केले. I hope you have understood. Other students also, I hope they have understood this. Okay, so just see, this is the reason there are 3 registers. Otherwise, just see, otherwise 2 registers are sufficient. Pin cell 0 and 1, because each register is of 32 bit. If you are requiring only one select line, that time it's okay. But now since we are using 4:1 mux and you require at least 2 select lines, okay, so that's why you have to use the 3 pin cell registers. Okay, so why I have taken this pin cell register? Because we have taken this simple program of making your LED on and off. Okay, and in that program, the first instruction, just remember, the first instruction in each and every program of your ARM7 will be this instruction, that is pin cell register. This is the first register you have to configure, and pin cell 0 register equal to 0x00. So why I have written all, or I can write this also, that is 00000000. So why I will write this? Because I want to use this port pin P0.0 to P0.7 as a GPIO port pin. Okay, that's why I am just writing pin cell 0 equal to 0x00000000. So this will configure all port GPIOs as a, all port pins as a GPIO. Okay, so now when you are using as a GPIO, either you write this instruction or you remove this instruction. Okay, nothing will happen. Okay, but if you are going to use your these port pins for any other function excluding the GPIO, you have to write this register. Otherwise, you are not able to configure any peripheral. Okay, maybe it should be the ADC, DAC, timer. Okay, PLL or PLL phase loop or I2C SPI bus. Okay, तुम्ही कुठलंही peripheral configure करू शकत नाही, or you are not able to run that peripheral without writing the particular bits into pin cell 0 or 1 or 2 register. Now this is what the significance of this register. म्हणजे काय की तुम्हाला जर सिंपल ऍप्लिकेशन करायचं असेल ॲज अ GPIO तर तुम्ही हा रजिस्टर नाही वापरला तरी काही फरक पडत नाही. बट इफ यू वांट टू यूज फॉर प्रोग्रामिंग युअर पेरिफेरल्स, that time it is compulsory instruction, or you have to compulsory select or activate that function. Okay, so this is what the about all these registers. Okay, so I will go to the next point. Is it visible now? I have opened the PDF file.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I will go for the full screen mode. Okay. Now we will see some of the basic features of your ARM7 and the architecture. Okay, this is a theoretical part, complete theoretical. You have to just remember, you have to mug up these things only. Now this is what the unit 2. Now from unit 2, just I have completed very important points. Okay, that is first is GPIO I have completed, and it's 4 registers: IO set, IO clear, IO pin, IO direction. After that, I have clear pin connect block, which is a very important again. Okay, now we will see some of the features. Okay, some memory map. This is simple things. Then we have to see timers also. Okay, so that is also one of the important part. So I will just go to the features. Okay, now what are the features of your ARM7? This is also one of the favorite questions from your external in the theory exam, in the maybe in the MCQ or in the oral also. Okay, you just write down. This is very important question. Everybody will ask this question. That is, what are the different features of ARM7 based microcontroller LPC2148? So that time you have to explain all these features. Okay, there are number of MCQ you will encounter on this particular point. Okay, make it very important point. So first feature LPC2141. Just see, there are different variants. It's a 41, 42, 44, 46, 48. Okay, all are compatible to each other. Only there is some extra feature that is added. For example, memory is increased. Okay, like this. So it consists of ARM7 TDMIS CPU. This is also one of the MCQ question or maybe the oral question. What is ARM7 TDMIS nomenclature? This is called as a nomenclature. Advanced RISC machine, Core 7, T for thumb state, debugger, advanced multiplier, and in-circuit emulator, and S for synthesizable core. Okay, so that you have to remember. So this is ARM7 TDMIS CPU core is used. Okay, then next, it having 8 to 40 KB of on-chip static RAM. Okay, so that question will be asked. That is how much memory available for LPC2148. Then it having 32 to 512 KB of on-chip flash program memory. Okay, on-chip boot loader is used 32 KB to 56 KB and 500 KB of flash memory for user code. Okay, then it having programming of flash memory either in system or in application programming or through the JTAG connector. So JTAG is Joint Test Action Group. Okay, in system means without removing your IC from the circuit. In application means while your application is in running mode. Okay, so you are able to program it. Just otherwise you have to stop the application and then you have to download your code. But here you have given the functionality that even though your application is running mode, you are able to download your next code also, called as a in application programming, ISP, or IAP and ISP. Then single flash sector or full chip erase in 400 milliseconds. Okay, if your flash memory provides minimum 1 lakh erase write cycle and 20-year data retention. It having 232-bit timer. This is very important regarding MCQ. It having 232-bit timer, external event counters with 4 capture and 4 compare channel. This is also important. PWM unit having 6 outputs and also having a single watchdog timer. Okay, so we'll see in a detail these features. Okay, so just be careful. If you understood this feature, you will understood the subject also directly here. So LPC2148 functions. Now processor, which processor is used? Okay, before I proceed, I just want to confirm whether it is visible and audible. Kale, is it visible, audible?
Yes,
Okay. So, so processor used in LPC2148. So, which architecture is used? It's called as a ARM V4T, Advanced RISC Machine version 4T. T for it is a thumb instruction set. Okay, that means this architecture support thumb instruction set, which is a 16-bit in size. ARM is 32-bit instruction size, and in thumb instructions are of 16-bit size. Okay, that is the difference. Now, processor used is ARM7 TDMIS. I have just told as per synthesizable core, all these details. Instructions 32-bit ARM and 16-bit thumb. That means this processor can process 32-bit instructions in a ARM mode and 16-bit instruction in a thumb mode. Okay. It having the debug support, that means real-time embedded in circuit emulator and embedded trace interface. That means we can debug your hardware and also we can debug your software code also. Okay, while your controller is in a circuit. Now it having a static RAM on chip, static RAM size 32 KB. Just remember this one. These are the questions definitely you will encounter in MCQ. Static RAM is of 32 KB is available, additional 8 KB for USB DMA. This will not ask, but size of static RAM is 32 KB. Flash program memory on chip. Okay, what do you mean on chip? That means that is embedded into your ARM7. Okay, so just I want to just differentiate this ARM7 with other 8051 or PIC. Now, what is the difference? Just see in 8051, what happened? There are number of peripherals that you have to connect externally. Okay, you cannot or you don't have those peripherals available inbuilt in your IC. Okay, but now what is the advantage of this ARM7 or LPC2148? In this IC, you have all the peripherals. Means there is no need to buy extra memory or some extra peripheral ADC, DAC from the market, and then you have to connect into the circuit. Okay. Now in ARM7, they have given everything. Okay, you just name it and that is available in the IC itself. Okay, you don't have to buy that one. That is already available in your IC. So that's called as a on-chip. That means it's have all on-chip peripherals. That is all input or maximum in-out devices that are available on the that IC itself. Okay. So flash memory size is of 512 KB. म्हणजे 512 KB ची त्याची हे असेल रॅम असेल फ्लॅश मेमरी आणि रॅम असेल 32 KB. ओके, लक्षात ठेवा. ROM 512 KB and RAM is of 32. Okay. Then GPIO. So number of GPIO pins I have told you, that is number of pins up to 45. Okay. So I have told you that is total 48 GPIOs are available. But in practical, if you see it, up to 45 pins can be used as a GPIO. Okay, it's called as a fast GPIO lines, and these are 5 volt tolerant that can take a voltage of 5 volt. Features configurable to fast GPIO, means you can use it in a fast GPIO mode also. Okay, then external interrupts. So interrupts, it having 4 external interrupts. Okay, EINT 0, 1, 2, 3. Now it having number of pins, 9 pins are available, these interrupts can be rising or falling edge sensitive or low or high level sensitive. Okay, म्हणजे तुम्ही रायझिंग एजला त्याला कंट्रोल करू शकता, फॉलिंग एजला करू शकता, किंवा लेवल बेस करू शकता, दॅट इज लो लेवल और हाय लेवल. ओके, then timers and counters available to LPC 2148. So number of timers available, these are the two timers are available of 32 bit. What is the size? 32 bit. Okay, so they remember in ARM7 all devices are of 32 bit. Okay, operation, it can be used as a counter for counting the number of pulses, or used as a timer, okay, for generating the time delays. Then you have the compare and capture. 4 channels for each timers are given. Okay, so timer counter you have understood. Then you have, okay, just a minute. Okay, hello. It is feasible now, I think. Gogre feasible है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is a PWM, that is pulse width modulator. Okay. What is the use of pulse width modulator? कोणी सांगेल का? PWM कशासाठी वापरतात? PWM is used to control the power devices. Okay, so whatever the direct drag SCR you are using in power electronics, so all those devices, motors, all those AC/DC motors can be controlled and switch on and switch off for particular time by using PWM. Now that is what the importance of PWM. So number of outputs of PWM available in LPC 248 is a 6 single edge or 3 double edge controlled. Okay, म्हणजे 6 त्याचे outputs असतील PWM 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if not enabled, user can be used as a standard 32-bit timer counter. Okay, म्हणजे timer counter generate करतो. Okay, it is simply clock pulses. Okay, clock pulses. तुमचे क्लॉक पल्स काय करतात? टी ऑन आणि टी ऑफ. ओके, तर हे एखादी मोटर किती वेळ ऑन करायची आणि किती वेळ ऑफ करायची, सो दॅट इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय द PWM. ओके, और यू कॅन यूज ॲज ए गेट सिग्नल. ओके, तुमचा SCR के डायरेक्ट ट्रॅकला गेट असतं. ओके, दॅट इज यू कॅन फायर युअर ड्रॅग बाय युझिंग फॉर पर्टिक्युलर टाइम बाय युझिंग दिस पर्टिक्युलर PWM signal. Okay. The next is a watchdog timer. So this is also one of kind of timer. So it is a 32-bit counter and divided by 4 fixed prescaler. Internally resets the chip. Okay, what is the use of watchdog timer? When your system is hanged, okay, so that time this particular timer will wait for some time, and after that it will internally reset your system again to the 0, and again your system will restart. म्हणजे तुमची जर सिस्टीम हँग वगैरे झाली ऑटोमॅटिकली, तर ती तुम्ही मॅन्युअली तर करू शकता, बट इफ युअर सिस्टीम इज इम्प्लिमेंटेड इन सम रिमोट प्लेस, or maybe your system is on another planet, okay, you have different robots, okay, or buggies that are for exploration, planet exploration, so you cannot do it manually, so you require to do it automatically, and that is done by the watchdog timer. So watchdog timer is one of the very important features of all the projects. Okay, remember, this is the plan B. If something goes wrong from your system, you cannot do it manually every time. Okay, so it has to be done automatically. That's why this watchdog timer is used, which will internally reset your chip and start your system once again. Okay, then RTC. What is RTC? Real time clock. So real time clock is काय करते? RTC काय करते रे? What is the use of RTC?
Measures the clock pulses.
RTC, real-time clock, will provide the real-time clock. That means real-time time. Okay, on our mobile, on our laptops. Okay, so it will provide everything. That means it will maintain calendar. Okay, and clock. So it will provide our time in seconds, minutes, hours. It will provide day of the week, day of the month, day of the year. Means all details will be provided by this one. Then it will consume very low power. RTC will consume low power. Dedicated power pin can use battery. You just dedicated 32 kilohertz clock. Okay, so just remember this RTC is also available in this IC. Okay, like in our laptop right now, it's something 11:50, so we have 10 minutes. So this time is given by this RTC. So that kind of RTCs are available in this controller itself. There is no need to embed that RTC externally. Okay, so that means we can set this particular details. Okay, that means we can set today's time. Okay, maybe the date, month, year, whatever the hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds, all these details we can set on our microcontroller, so by using this RTC feature. Okay, the next is ADC. Now ADC is used to convert analog signal into the digital signal. That is, most of the signals or sensors are analog sensors, and that are converted in a digital, because our system can operate on a digital only 1-0. So ADC, there are number of ADCs available. Two ADCs are available, called as AD0 and AD1, and there are different types of ADCs if you have studied. So successive approximation type of ADC is used in this LPC2148. Okay. Have you heard about successive approximation? So these are called as a types of ADC. Okay, dual slope, successive approximation, and I just don't remember other, but these are the some of the types of ADC. So out of that, successive approximation type is used. You just mark it. This question will also definitely get asked in the MCQ. That is, which type of ADC is used in LPC2148? Okay, which is a successive type of approximation, and there are only two ADCs available: AD0, AD1. Now, what are the number of channels, that is analog channels, or number of sensors you can connect to your ADC? So those are the 14. So 14 analog sensors can be connected at any time by using AD0 and AD1. So from ADC 0, that is analog to digital converter 0, you have 6 analog channels to which you can connect the analog sensor, and ADC 1 having 8 channels to which you can connect the analog sensor. So total 8 plus 6, 14 analog sensors are available, and you can connect different sensors to this channels. Okay, so 14, this is also one of the question. 14. Now what is the resolution of this ADC? So all ADCs are 10-bit ADC, so it is a 2:10. So you have to find out the resolution also. So what is the resolution? That is called as a full scale voltage divided by 2n-1, 2n-1. Okay, so that is what the formula for resolution. Now conversion time. What is conversion time? That means how much time is required to convert a single analog value into the digital value. So this value is only 2.44 microseconds per channel. म्हणजे एका चॅनलला 2.44 microseconds लागतील to convert your analog value into the digital value. Okay, so this is very fast. Okay, and what is the V reference given to the ADC? So ADC can take greater than 2 volt and less than 3.3 volt. Okay, so this is one of the question also, that is LPC2148 will operate on 3.3 voltage only. Okay, लक्षात ठेवा हा क्वेश्चन. 8051 will work on a 5 volt, but LPC2148 IC will work on only 3.3 volt. Maximum 3.3 volt वरतीच हा काम करतो. Okay, it doesn't require greater than that voltage. So 3.3 volt, remember this one. And now how many ADCs are there? Again, sorry, DAC, digital to analog converter. So number of DACs are available 1, that is DAC1. Resolution of this digital to analog converter is 10-bit. V reference is 3.3. Just see, this is called as a V full scale. So full scale voltage or reference voltage is used as a 3.3 volt. म्हणजे LPC2148 चा सप्लाय व्होल्टेज किती असं विचारलं तर लक्षात ठेवा, this is only 3.3 volt and not a 5 volt. Okay. Now next feature is a UART. Long form of UART, universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. So number of channel, there are 2 UARTs, UART 0 and UART 1. So 2 UARTs, UART 0, UART 1. 16C550 compliant. You don't understand right now. So modem interface, UART 1 will full modem interface. Okay. So it is used as a full modem. What is full modem? That also you know. That you can transmit and receive simultaneously. That is called as full modem or full duplex, half duplex type of communication. Now next is a types of serial buses. So SPI bus called as a serial peripheral interface. Number of channels 1, that means one SPI bus is available, which is a full duplex, multiple master and slave support. So this bus can support multiple master and slave. What do you mean by multiple master and slave? That means I may have more than one microcontroller. So let I have 5 microcontroller and also I have another 5 slaves. What are the slaves? Slaves are the peripherals, maybe input peripheral or output peripheral. So if I have more than one microcontroller, how to communicate with all those number of microcontroller? So this is possible if you use the serial peripheral interface. Okay, आतापर्यंत आपण एकच microcontroller चा विचार करतो. Is it right? Only I have one microcontroller, I have some ADC and DAC, and okay, it's sufficient. Okay, but there are systems that uses more than one microcontroller. So in this case, you have to configure some of the controller as a master controller and some of the controller as a slave controller. So this particular SPI bus will support that kind of functionality, and also this is one of the fastest way of communication called as a serial peripheral interface, which is parallel communication. So it is a very fast type of communication. SSP, that is what supporting to the SPI bus. It is a Motorola SPI 4-wire TI SSI and National Semiconductor micro wire. This is what does controller that is used in the serial peripheral interface SSP. Then another serial interface is called as I2C. I2C stands for interconnected circuits. So there are 2 I2C available called as I2C 0 and 1. Okay, remember this one.